All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the SalesIntel show, the Pipeline Pioneers, a show dedicated to helping all of us generate the strongest pipeline possible to hit the revenue goals. We all know revenue pipeline is the heart and soul for any business. And at SalesIntel, we believe that generating pipeline is a team sport. It's not just the BDR manager or the BDRs or the marketing who are in charge for generating pipeline. It takes a village. It truly takes the whole team to generate the pipeline. So I'm excited to welcome our guest, Christina Brady, on today's show. Christina, welcome aboard. Please spend 60 seconds to tell us and our guests about yourself, about your business, and how does your role contribute to pipeline generation?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. This is such a cool topic. And I think going into 2024, people are going to have to look at pipeline in a different way than they have in the last couple of years. And so I'm excited to dig into it. But I am the CEO and co-founder of a company called Luster. And we help go-to-market teams polish through practice. So we basically use generative AI, conversational intelligence, to take all of the incredible training that your teams are doing and actually give them an opportunity in a realistic, safe, and scalable environment to practice those skills and conversations before they go and try them out on your customers. So if you want to check us out, you can check us out at luster.ai. And certainly if you want to hear more, you can go ahead and connect with me. And being the CEO and co-founder of a startup, we don't have a ton of employees yet, and most of them are all on the product side. So the idea of building and generating pipeline, there's sort of two answers to that. Answer number one is it's my job. I'm the CEO, right? Like I hold the bag, but also my entire team views it as theirs as well, right? So everybody at this stage of a startup is trying to figure out, what is our product market fit? Who is the ideal customer right now? Who's going to really benefit from our MVP versus the phase 3 of the product? And so it's this unique time in my company's growth where all of us are responsible for it. But obviously, as the gal at the top, I'm holding the bag on that one.
Oh, that's great. So you're proving out it's a team sport, right, to generate the pipeline.
That's right. That's right.
That's awesome. Christina, last year was tough for a lot of us, right? Macroeconomic headwinds, the budget shrinking, interest rates were high, and very few companies were able to build and scale the pipelines efficiently, right? I talk to so many leaders and practitioners and individual contributors, and they say, I wish I didn't do this. What is your one mistake that you say, I wish I didn't do this last year? And what was the learning from there?
There was a lot. There was a lot of mistakes made last year because I think last year, when I think of 2023, it was a highly reactive year to how quickly things changed after what felt like we were going to have a recovery in SaaS in 2021. So we have 2020, which is just this weird year. And then 2021, I mean, VCs are going nuts and companies are getting funded and sales reps are getting hired by the hundreds at small organizations, and anybody with any budget to spend anywhere just wanted to buy cool tools, and, tech stacks were blowing up. And then there was this correction that really rapidly hit toward the end of 2022 and into 2023. And it left a lot of companies, especially those that were more vulnerable, like your series, your pre-seed up to maybe even series B companies, very, very vulnerable, having to realize that they could no longer sell on the sizzle. People weren't willing to buy a cool product. And so when you strip all of that away, there's a lack of actual product market fit. There's a lack of focus on who your ideal customer should be, right? People were tricked in 2021 into thinking we can sell this product to anybody. This is good for everyone, right? And that's going to impact your product roadmap. That's going to give you a lot of tech debt. That's really distracting. Your CS team can't support that, so you have churn. So when I think about, one of the decisions that we made in 2023 at a prior organization was, SMB, even lower mid-market SaaS was getting hit really hard. Like there's layoffs, folks can't spend. And even if the product was a great fit and we had product market fit there's this idea of like, let's just go up market into enterprise. Let's just go up market. Like that'll be great. They're more, regimented. Let's get out of SaaS. Let's go tech adjacent and go into large enterprise. And that, of course, opened up a lot of doors to other issues that we just weren't aware of and couldn't see. And so it was a year of rapidly changing messaging and who we're selling to. And then you're trying to appeal to 6, 7 different personas, and you've got a lot of pipeline fiction because of that. And So it was very hard to focus and do the right thing for your business in 2023 because of the headwinds that you mentioned.
Yeah, truly can't agree more with you. So with all that, 2024 is a new year. We have new budgets, a new beginning, and everybody's trying new experiments because pipeline generation is nothing but bunch of experiments, bunch of proven things you continue to do, and then few experiments. Is there any experiment that you are excited about for 2024 that you would like to share with the audience?
Oh my God, yeah. And it's one, I love your optimism. I'm gonna catch it because I do think that we
I
can
think this is
be.
going to be our year. This is going to be
It is. It's like we said that in 2020, and then like we said it in 2021, and it felt like it a little bit, and then we paid for that. So like I would just love a normal, standard year. I can't expect much out of it. No, I'm just kidding. We want to blow it out of the water. I'm excited this year to redefine what focus looks like. Like to me, I think this is the year of discipline. This is the year of doing the right thing now and building the infrastructure now and having the right amount of professional restraint to sell the right thing to the right people at the right time that is going to give the business longevity. And so you go from this idea in years past of selling to anybody who's willing to buy because all revenue is great revenue, right? Growth at all costs was sort of this motto floating around to now it's responsible growth. And when I say responsible, I don't just mean for your company. Like I don't want to just do this to be responsible as the CEO of Luster. I actually care more about being responsible to the customers that I am selling to. And I want to make sure that if they're buying a product, they're buying a product that they can feel really good spending those dollars. It's
They can
actually
get
going
the
to
value
help.
out of it.
That's right. And they can measure it, right? That's the other thing. There's a lot of problems with pipeline of selling a tool that buyers didn't know how to measure. So to me, this is the year of, we'll call it responsible focus.
Yeah, that's great. That is great. I would love to chat with you in 6 months and see how the progress has been on the
Do that.
responsible focus.
We
So,
should.
Christina, let us move our attention to a game here, right? A working exercise, I would say. Um, Growth comes in many flavors, right? You can put investment in events, you'll get the growth. You put the event in sales, in marketing, in product, you're going to get growth, right? But the reality is that we distribute our resources, like, and not put all our bets on one growth initiative. So here, I'm going to share this slide with you where you will see we have multiple buckets that will drive growth for any B2B companies. And then on the left-hand side, you have 100 pennies, right? So think of each coin as a 10 penny, right? So you get to pick for this year, where are you going to place your bets? I'm then going to show you where is community, the rest of the community is placing their bets, and you can see the comparison between your bets and the community's bet.
Oh my gosh. I love this. It's going to be interesting too, because I'm also looking at this from startup mentality, which might be a little bit different than if you're like a series B or C, but I love this. Okay. So I have 10 pennies.
Yeah.
I'm going to put like 3 of those in product-led growth because the product that I'm building is definitely one where we want to just get folks' hands on it.
Yep.
We're going to spend some money with product-led growth.
Yeah.
We are going to let's spend 2 pennies with community-led growth.
That's great. I love your crispness, right? Sometimes the speakers come in and they start to put 1 penny and then they double down. I love your crispness of this is where I'm going to place my bets.
Yeah, let's not play around with this here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put 3 pennies in partnership-led growth.
3 pennies on partnership-led growth.
Because I am telling you, partner sales is the future of SaaS. It is.
I love it. I'm going to highlight that code. The partner sales is the future of SaaS.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we're going to put 1 penny in customer-led growth and 1 penny in founder-led growth.
So 1 in founder-led growth and 1 in customer. Boom. Just hearing your passion around the product and go-to-market strategy, I think you're being very conservative in putting 1 penny on founder-led growth or being very modest. I love the concentration on the product and partnership. So let's take a look. This is how about 350 community members have placed their bets, right? Different type of growth metrics. Now let's take a look at how does your bet stack up against the community led. And let's take a look at this graph and see if there's something that surprises you, or say, you know what, I never thought this would be the case.
I'm surprised going into this year with the trends that we are seeing. So I'm a very data-driven approach kind of gal. And I think sales-led growth is necessary. But if that is your key strategy to growing the business with all of the other levers that we have right now, and I'll give you a statistic, right? I think currently the sales rep is actually only involved in 9% of the total buying process in SaaS. And so if you're throwing all your eggs in the basket of sales led actually bringing those leads in the door, then yeah, you're going to have a pipeline problem. Like, to me, I actually have gone mentally from a place of, you have your sales reps that are leading the top of the funnel, to the sales reps actually further down toward the back. Your customers doing all of this ancillary research and getting impacted by your brand before they even come across sales. So I'm surprised. Marketing led doesn't surprise me,
Yep.
but sales led surprises me as being so far ahead of the others, because data would just tell us so clearly that
That's not going to be the case. I think I
it's not
believe
going to work.
a lot of it is coming from the inertia, as well as companies that have already hired those BDRs and AEs and put them in a very difficult situation to go generate the pipeline.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. There's the more, better, now, faster, more cold calls, more cold emails, more hitting people up on LinkedIn, more calling people during dinner when they're with their family and their kids and trying to jam out an elevator pitch. I mean, the pressure on salespeople to run all of go-to-market. Not only do you burn your people out really quickly and completely deteriorate your culture, but you're not using the easier levers that you have to make it easier for salespeople. Ideally, when your salespeople or your BDRs reach out to a prospective customer, they say, oh my gosh, I have heard of you all, right? I downloaded your ebook. I went to your webinar. I was at an event and you all were there and I saw you, right? That instant familiarity that comes from either a product-led growth or a community-led growth, or even partnerships, right? How much better is it to have a partner introduce the sales rep to a prospective customer? And now that salesperson can ask for referrals from other customers, right? So even that's more of a customer-led strategy. So and again, marketing-led is important. Me specifically this year, like I am the marketer. So I kind of put that more in the founder-led bucket, but sales-led, I just think if we keep doing what we've always done, we're going to always get what we've always gotten. Like, it's just, there has to be a change here, and not making salespeople the sacrificial lambs to a lack of productivity and go to market.
I couldn't agree more with you. But I am very, very excited to see your big bets on partnership led growth, right? I love your quote. The SaaS industry is going to rely more and more on partnership. So look forward to staying in touch. Look forward to chatting with you again, half years from now, and compare the notes. But thank you so much, Christina. Good luck with your business. I think it's just amazing. The pitch is great. I would love to see the product at some point. But good luck, and thank you so much for joining us on this podcast.
Thank you so much.
Great. Thanks, Christina.